In this video, we'll discuss how to use Quizlet Live as well as another game that is not available to your students on their iOS iPad. So we'll first go to one of the Quizlet study sets that I've created. And if you recall, on the iPad, students have flashcard, learn, spell, test, and match. They do not have gravity. So I'll go ahead and click on Gravity to open this. Now my thought is you, the teacher, would have Gravity on your MacBook and project it on the screen. You could put students in a specific order similar to baseball, put them in a batting order, and they would prepare to have their turn. The goal is that none of the stars would fall and hit the ground and explode. So we'll give it a try. And I'm going to click on Get Started, and here's where I could do some adjusting. If I were in a class where I'm doing specific math symbols that I needed to type, or if I want to randomize some things, I could do that. I'm going to go ahead and keep it in English right now, and because we're just starting, I'm going to choose Easy. Now, if the students have maybe gone through the card sets with you, or you've noticed as they're going through things that they're struggling with specific problems or terms, you could star them in your original set and then only work on the ones that they're struggling with, or you could do the entire study set. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go. And at this point, I would ask my first student to come up. They're going to start the game, and the student behind them has to be ready and at the computer as fast as possible. So I would have your device in a place where students can get to it easily, but then switch out easily without having too much chaos or getting in the way. So I'm going to start game. And so as this first one comes up, my job is to type the answer before this would hit the bottom. And so now the next student quickly runs up. I put in the answer, hit return, and quickly now your students are going to switch. And let's say this next student comes up and they keep typing the wrong answer. Now if it gets to the point where they don't know, they can hit the escape button and it will take them out to here where the entire class can see, and you can redirect the student and say the answer is 3. And now the next student comes up behind them. So this game continues, but I thought I'd let you see what happens if by chance the student does not get the answer prior to this hitting the ground. So we'll just watch. So now it is hit, and as it disappears, the next student would have to go up. And so it immediately says, okay, you didn't get it in the time. Here's the prompt. The answer is 5. Please type it. And off we go in the game. So it might be a simple game, but it's still quite a bit of fun. So let's go back and I'll show you what hard would look like. We have a change in speed on this one. So I'm going to go to the hard level, start game. And so if you would have more difficult answers, they're going to show up. But as you can see, these things are falling a little bit faster than before. So students will have to be quicker. So essentially that's how you use the gravity in your classroom. It's very simple. Now, the other thing we want to look at is Quizlet Live. How do I use Quizlet Live? Now, the first thing you need to know, you must have 12 or more unique terms in your study set. This study set does not have 12 or more. So I need to go out to my Quizlet homepage, and I'm going to find one that I know has more than 12. So I'm going to go to my second proper nouns. It has 19 unique, and I'm going to tap on Live. And then I tap on Create. And at this point, my students would navigate to Quizlet.live. Once they arrive, they would type in the code. And I have to have 6 students to play the game. Once students are entered, you would tap on Create Game and the students would go from there. Please see the video below to see how Quizlet Live works in the classroom.